Cell phones, everyone have cell phones off.
Downstairs, left it.
Should have turned it off. How do you turn this thing off? Can I do that?
Just do that.
Oh wait, no, I don't want that.
Yeah, if you just want to turn it off.
I think it thinks you just took a picture. And Siri's like talking to me now. Hey everybody, the New Denver Church crew here wanting to give you a little bit of an update on where we are, where we've been, and maybe where we're going. It's been a little over 2.5 years that we've been in Denver, and it's been an amazing journey so far, challenging and yet fun beyond all expectations. There are a couple of things that we're really excited about, so we just wanted to give you a brief update as the year ends, and I'll kick it off. First of all, in the Family Ministries area, we recently launched a transit student ministry that we're really excited about. Just about a month ago, we had our first community event, and maybe the highlight of that event is the fact that over 10 volunteer leaders showed up who are passionate about students and student ministry. And since then, we've had a bunch of students plug in, and it's really been exciting. Secondly, from a service perspective, we've actually had a bunch of people get involved who are just really, really enthusiastic about serving, both here at the church as well as in the community. And so, as you probably know, any church requires a lot of volunteers to run. And so there are folks who are here. Just about every single person has gotten involved in some capacity. And it has really been fun to watch people catch a vision for being involved in what God is doing, both here and around the city. And specifically in my small group, we have a woman who has really taken on service. She's really not even involved in New Denver outside of our small group investment, and yet service is something that's a passion for her, and she has really taken that and made it a core, integral part of our small group environment. So over the past couple of months, we've served our community in a variety of ways, and it's really been exciting.
Yeah, I'd like to share a couple things that we could celebrate as well. We've continued to see people in the church locally here in Denver continue to get involved in giving and investing their finances in the mission and the vision of the church. 2 years ago, we had 25% of our expenses were met by local people in the church. A year ago, 50%, and then today we're at about 70%. So we continue to see local people get involved and invest in what's happening here at the church. The other thing I'm excited about is our passion for Guatemala. Over the past 1.5 years, we've really been praying and talking and seeking God's vision on where we could get involved globally. And we've begun to get involved in a partnership with a church down in Guatemala. I had the privilege to go down there this past summer with a group of people. Jason's leading a group of people that will be going down in about a month. And we're just seeing people in our church get excited about being involved, serving, not just in our church, not just in our community, but in what God's doing globally.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'd say the thing that I'm probably most excited about is just seeing our mission fulfilled, seeing people who are growing in their relationship with Jesus Christ. And I think that takes place on both ends of sort of the faith spectrum. On one hand, we have people who are getting connected in small groups. We actually have more people in small groups now than we have attending on Sundays, which is really, it's just awesome. We're excited. That's success for us. And we're seeing people grow. We actually started some new groups this fall. We're calling them discipleship groups, which are a little more purposeful and intentional at helping people who've maybe been Christians for a while take steps to go further in their faith. And we're thrilled about the results we're seeing out of those, the ways that people's lives are changing and people are getting even more excited about their relationship with Christ. But on the other end of the faith spectrum, we continue to see people who are far from God show up, not only on Sundays, but getting involved at every step along the way. There's actually a lady in my small group right now who just told her story a week or two ago, and she said, you know, I'm okay with God, but I don't know about this Jesus, but I enjoy coming and I love hearing more about what he's doing and who he is, and I'm just taking those steps, but I'm not there yet. And she said, you know, as for the kids' environment, she said, you know, my daughter tells us every week that that's her church, and are we going to my church this week? So she's buying in. And here's a family that, you know, had no faith experience before coming to New Denver. We even have a guy who comes a couple times a month to help with our soundboard who swears he's an atheist. He's so insistent that he's an atheist, but we're convinced that God's working in his life, and we're glad that he's part of our community. So we share these stories with you to celebrate, first of all, because we're excited and we want to share those with you, primarily because you're a part of helping make that happen through the faithful prayers and encouragement that you've given us over the years. It's almost coming up on 3 years now since we left Atlanta. Those prayers and encouragement, and certainly the financial support that you continue to give us every month, helps us to do what we do. So we hope you know that all these stories that we share today, that you're part of that you're part of leading people into a relationship with Christ here in Denver, Colorado. People you may never meet, you're part of influencing their eternity. So thank you, and we hope you have a great holidays.
Booyah!
All right, you got enough?
Yeah.
Wow, 2 takes. That's strong.
One take too many.